Hi there folks, I'm Alex from the Southern Ukulele Store, and it's always an exciting day when we get to show off someone new, something new, and that's what we're going to do today. In the UK, we are blessed to have this really wide and expansive list of ukulele builders, people who build musical instruments and specialise in the ukulele or have turned their hands to the ukulele and produce fantastic results. And it's very strange when you consider the distance the UK is from Hawaii. You find really around the world you have these pockets of areas where luthiers really have adopted the ukulele and made it their own or found their own way into that world. The UK is one of them, and we're blessed to be in the UK and able to show off those builders. So hopefully in the years to come we can show off more and more of them. Obviously we have Pete Howlett, Chris Perkins, builders that we regularly stock instruments from in the UK. But today I'm going to introduce you to Tim Williams and his charming Mahogany Ukuleles. Now this is the soprano, but this is a part of a series of soprano, concert, tenor and baritone. And they're very mahogany-esque, they're very traditional. This is a real kind of stepping stone for Tim. He's a guitar builder by trade. He's somebody that builds very, very lovely, plush, expensive high-end guitars. And he is just kind of now moving into the ukulele world. He's built a few commissions, a few one-offs, and this series. We were fortunate enough that last month Tim came down to the shop from Cornwall and showed us these instruments and basically talked to us and looked at what people look for in a quality ukulele. And I feel it's important to say that he's ticked most of those boxes the first time round based on his current experience, but what's exciting with a builder like Tim, that sense of progression. So this is the first in what will hopefully be a long line of instruments to come from Tim Williams at the Southern Ukulele Store. And I'm just really excited to show them off. If you like traditional style mahogany ukuleles, then this is a fantastic, well under £1,000 option for you at this point. Let me show you the Mahogany Soprano first, just so I can run down the spec, because it's the one that fits in the camera shot the best. So you have an African mahogany top with sapele back and sides. Sapele, that's one of those words that however I say it, somebody out there will think that I don't have a clue what I'm talking about. It's a bit like the word luthier. Now I want to say luther, or because that's just my way, or luthier or luthier, and I think really all of them say the same thing. Sapele, it's the tomato kind of word. Anyway, back to the ukulele. You have a Philippine mahogany neck, so a different kind of mahogany. It's a very, it's a mixing bowl of the same kinds of woods. You have a walnut head plate on the headstock just to give it a bit of a kind of vertical figuring, with some Goto open back tuners, which are very nice. I know a lot of people would prefer friction tuners on a soprano, but I think actually because this instrument is just ever so slightly thicker than say, like a Kent Tim's, it balances very well with the geared tuners. You have a Weng fingerboard and bridge, which is an African hardwood, which has a kind of rosewood-esque look to it. It's a bit harder, I think, than rosewood. It's more like ebony tonally. And you have a very simple bridge design there, kind of classic bridge design, tie on with a bone nut and saddle. One more thing to take note of is the edge on the edge point on the neck to help you find the first position subconsciously when you're playing, so with your hands. Yeah, there's nothing not really to like about these instruments. They are cool, they're quirky, but they are old-fashioned. They're kind of built and feel like the old ukes that have made us here today. Does that make sense? They've got that lineage about them while being a brand new thing. There's walnut binding on the front and back as well, which is really hard to show up in the video, but trust me, it looks really lovely. And a satin lacquer, so the whole thing has a lived-in feel and kind of natural glow to it. If you put it in the light, you kind of see that it's a very clean finish. Finally, you have that rosette, which I like to call the fairy light rosette, because I don't know what it's actually meant to be, but I absolutely love it. It's that traditional guitar light bulb style motif, and I'm all here for it. Finally, you have that little wavy bit on the end of the neck as well. That's something that I really liked about this soprano. But we do have different sizes to show off, going all the way up to a baritone. So we have a baritone version of this very same ukulele. with a slightly more guitar style bridge, but it still has all the other same features. The machine heads are slightly different, I think, as well. Yes, there's like more of a kind of standard closed back tuner on this model, but a nice wide 38mm nut on the neck and a chunky baritone dimension. So what I'm trying to say is that Tim has been very good at taking the dimensions you expect from the sizes and making them work. All too often we see builders come across and they have one type of ukulele and it doesn't always translate into all sizes. But what I'm hopefully going to achieve with the sound sample today is showing you that these ukuleles have a particular resonance that continues all the way up the neck. I'm not great at playing upside down all the way up the neck, but certainly as you move up to the bigger sizes, I've had a go at it, and you can really hear some kind of sustain and nice sub-harmonics that you don't normally get with Mahogany. Anyway, I'm going to give these a play, and then I'll be back to talk a bit more at the end. Well, there you have it, folks. I really hope you liked the video, and I hope we've shone a spotlight on Tim Williams, the builder, the man from Cornwall, who is making his way in the ukulele world. You can find the links for these listings on the description of this video, but if you have any questions, you can also contact us in store on 01202 430 820, or my email for the shop is alex@ukulele.co.uk. I'd be really grateful if you check out my Ukes of Alex channel if you get a few minutes and want to learn a few tutorials or learn about strings. And yeah, I'll be back very, very soon with something new next week. Have a great day.